Inside secret labs in the United Kingdom, something shocking has just happened. A weapon fired at the speed of light without smoke or noise. Each shot costs only £10, not millions, and the target vanished instantly. That alone changes warfare. While the world watches the US and China compete, Britain has been moving quietly in the background, building weapons that are lethal, smart, and efficient. Weapons that rewrite the rules, and most people missed it. These systems are not theories or lab toys. They are real, tested, and ready for use. Some can hit a coin from over a kilometer away. Others strike without warning or detection. Even allies take notice. Top US military planners openly respect these weapons. Not because of hype, but because of results. The UK is no longer a junior partner. It stands as a force of its own. And the countdown has begun. By late 2025, these 15 weapons reach the front lines. They protect land, sea, and air at once. Today we reveal Dragonfire, Meteor, and the 15 UK weapons so powerful they reshape global power. Let's start with number 15, the Dragonfire laser. This weapon has moved from testing into real service. It is now deployed as a frontline naval defense system. This is not the future. It is already here. Dragonfire fires at light speed, not with bullets or missiles. There is no travel time and no warning for the target. British warships can fire it again and again. Ammo never runs out. That alone changes survival. Each shot costs around £10 in total energy use. That is cheaper than a cup of coffee. For sailors, this feels like absolute protection. A shield that never empties and never gets tired. Dragonfire melts drones using focused energy. Targets vanish instantly without explosions. The system uses advanced beam control to stay precise. Global defense budgets just broke. Even the US is watching, but lasers have limits against distant fast jets. So Britain switches weapons, from light to the smartest missile in the sky. Next at number 14 comes the Meteor missile. This is the world's top beyond visual range air weapon. It was built to dominate the sky before enemies get close. Distance is its advantage, and pilots trust it. For fighter pilots, Meteor feels like protection in the air. It allows strikes long before threats are seen. Enemies never hear it coming or see it lock on. Surprise decides the fight, and Meteor delivers it. Its ramjet engine stays powered during the entire flight. Speed never drops, even at long range. Targets cannot outrun it or dodge away. Escape is not an option. That is why it scares planners. Britain controls the skies, but air power is not enough. Now the focus shifts from clouds to ground. At number 13 stands the Challenger 3 tank. This is a full rebirth of a British battlefield legend. It was rebuilt to survive the harshest combat zones. Protection comes first, and survival matters. For soldiers inside, Challenger 3 means safety. Its armor is thicker than any British tank before. Every angle is reinforced against modern threats. Confidence rides with steel, and firepower followed. Challenger 3 carries a 120mm smoothbore gun. This gun is NATO standard, not unique anymore. It fires advanced ammo shared with US Abrams tanks. Interoperability is power, and awareness completes it. A digital fire system links sensors and satellites. Targets are found faster and shared instantly. But knowing where to shoot is only half the fight. Next, Britain built vehicles to see first and strike smart. At number 12, the Ajax enters the battlefield. This vehicle is built for information, not just armor. Ajax became active as a core system in modern units. It acts like a battlefield brain, and brains decide battles. Commanders gain awareness the moment Ajax rolls forward. Sensors cut through confusion and spot danger early. Ambushes become visible, not surprising. The fog of war fades. That saves lives. Ajax carries a 40mm cannon for precise strikes. Its sensors detect movement even behind solid walls. Nothing hides easily once Ajax is watching. Vision becomes dominance, but data matters most. Ajax is fully digital, built to share information. It connects with drones flying overhead. Data flows instantly between air and ground. This turns Ajax into a mobile command center, and when targets sit far away, Britain does not move closer. It sends a ghost instead. At number 11, enters the Storm Shadow missile. This weapon is built for deep and precise strikes. It targets high-value sites, not random positions. Every hit is deliberate and almost silent. For commanders, Storm Shadow feels like control. It strikes the enemy's brain before alarms even sound. War can be decided early, before it spreads. Silence becomes power, and stealth makes it possible. Storm Shadow flies low, hugging the ground. Terrain-matching systems keep it under radar nets. Even advanced defenses struggle to see it coming. Detection comes too late, but impact is worse. Its broach warhead punches through thick concrete. Bunkers collapse from the inside, not the outside. Protection fails, no matter how deep. Britain can reach far, but land is only half the story. UK power does not stop at coastlines. It sinks deep into the ocean next. At number 10, the Spearfish torpedo rules the deep. This is the Royal Navy's main underwater killer. It was built to hunt the fastest submarines on Earth. Once launched, there is no escape, and the ocean goes silent. Spearfish moves at speeds over 60 knots. It closes distance fast, even in deep water. Targets feel pressure, not warning. Fear travels first, and then impact follows. The torpedo uses fiber optic guidance from the submarine. This makes jamming useless, even for advanced navies. Control stays constant from launch to hit. The hunter never loses sight. That matters more today. Spearfish can chase modern stealth submarines. Britain dominates the deep, but fleets also need protection above. To shield ships on the surface, Britain built something else, a wall of fire, ready to rise. At number 9, Sea Viper stands guard at sea. This system is deployed on Type 45 destroyers. It protects entire carrier groups from air attack. The fleet sleeps under its watch, and that trust is earned. For the Royal Navy, Sea Viper is pride. It creates a safety bubble around thousands of sailors. War zones feel controlled, not chaotic. Defense becomes confidence, and technology makes it possible. Sea Viper tracks threats from hundreds of kilometers away. The Samson radar sees fast and low targets. Supersonic missiles are detected and engaged early. Reaction time saves lives, but the shield has evolved. New 2025 upgrades expanded its reach. Sea Viper can now intercept ballistic missiles. Targets falling from near space can be stopped. The sky is no longer safe for attackers, and precision does not stop at sea. On land, Britain uses the same accuracy to catch threats smaller than anyone expects. At number 8, Skysaber takes control of the skies. This system replaced Rapier, which had grown outdated. It is now the British Army's main air defense shield. Protection became smarter and faster. Skysaber watches constantly over cities and bases. Critical infrastructure stays guarded day and night. Threats are spotted early, before panic starts. Calm comes from coverage, and accuracy is extreme. Skysaber can track targets as small as a tennis ball. Those targets can move at twice the speed of sound. Up to 24 threats can be intercepted at once. Swarm attacks lose power, but flexibility matters too. The system is fully modular, not fixed in place. It can be deployed quickly and hidden in cities. Urban defense becomes possible within minutes. Britain adapts fast, but fighter jets need something even smaller. For close air combat, the UK refined its edge, and the next weapon proves it. At number 7, the Spear 3 changes air combat. This is a mini cruise missile, not a heavy bomb. It turns one fighter jet into a full strike force. Power comes from intelligence, not size. For pilots, Spear 3 means safety. Targets can be hit without flying into danger. Distance becomes protection, not weakness. Smarter weapons save lives. Enemy defenses get overwhelmed. That is the swarm effect. Spear 3 reaches farther than others in its class. Standoff strikes keep jets out of harm. Flexibility defines its value. Britain strikes first and safely. But speed alone is not always enough. Some threats move too fast for missiles. That is when energy weapons take over, and the next one works at microwave speed. At number 6, Rapid Destroyer enters the fight. This weapon was built to stop drone swarms instantly. It does not fire bullets or missiles, it fires pure energy. And that changes everything. For modern soldiers, this system brings relief. 100 drones no longer mean disaster. Overwhelmed tactics fail the moment it activates. Control returns fast, and fear drops. Rapid Destroyer uses high-power microwaves to attack electronics. It fries drone systems instead of blowing them up. Targets fall together, not one by one. Speed beats numbers, and proof already exists. In late 2024, the system was fully tested. Over 100 aerial targets were disabled at once. No reload was needed and no ammo was spent. Electricity is the only limit. But Britain's ultimate weapon goes further. When deterrence must be absolute, Britain turns to something else. A weapon that answers to no ally. A warhead that is purely sovereign. At number 5, Astraea A2 stands as the final warning. This is Britain's next-generation nuclear warhead, built for survival. It carries the weight of national resolve. Silence is its strength, and peace depends on it. Astraea A2 exists so war never starts. Deterrence works when credibility is absolute. Tomorrow stays calm because today stays firm. That balance matters. This program costs £15 billion in total. No test explosions are needed to prove it works. The Valiant supercomputer simulates every scenario. Science replaces risk, and control stays complete. Astraea A2 is fully British by design. No foreign maintenance is required. Sovereignty is protected at every level. But nuclear power is not always used. For conventional strikes, Britain is building something else. A weapon that flies fast and hits hard. A supersonic monster comes next. At number 4, Britain looks far ahead. FC/ASW stands for Future Cruise Anti-Ship Weapon. This project replaces Harpoon, which has reached its limit. The future demanded more, and speed answered. FC/ASW is built for global reach. Targets across oceans can be hit in minutes. Distance no longer protects enemy fleets. Reach becomes control, and speed breaks defense. This missile is designed to fly at hypersonic speed. Current radar systems struggle to track it. Detection windows collapse before reactions begin. Defense systems fall behind, but flexibility is the key. FC/ASW has 2 modes of attack. Stealth mode strikes land targets quietly. High-speed mode hunts ships and carriers. 1 weapon, 2 roles. But sometimes power means adaptation. Britain also knows defense must be flexible. So 1 air weapon was moved to the ground, and that decision created the next system. At number 3, ASRAAM-SL brings surprise to defense. This missile began in the air, not on the ground. Britain adapted it for launch from a simple truck. That change rewrote defense rules, and speed followed. ASRAAM-SL can be deployed within minutes. No fixed base is needed, and no warning is given. The launcher can move, hide, and relocate fast. Threats never see it coming, and pilots feel that fear. The missile uses an infrared seeker to lock silently. Enemy aircraft get no alert before impact. Reaction time disappears, and escape options vanish. Surprise becomes protection. This idea spread quickly. Mobile air defense became a NATO blueprint. Borders can now be protected without large bases. Flexibility is the advantage, but weapons still need carriers. All these systems must be moved and protected. That requires a platform that can change its role. And Britain built exactly that. At number 2, Boxer MIV becomes the backbone of the Army. This armored vehicle is modular, not fixed to one role. It was built for an unpredictable battlefield. Flexibility keeps troops alive, and speed matters. Boxer gives soldiers mobility without losing protection. Armor shields crews from blasts and gunfire. Movement stays fast, even under pressure. Survival comes first, and roles can change. The rear module can be swapped in about 1 hour. An ambulance becomes a gun platform quickly. Command, transport, or medical roles are all possible. One vehicle does many jobs, but information wins fights. Boxer is fully digital, not isolated. Troops see Ajax camera feeds in real time. Awareness spreads instantly across units. Teams react together, and one weapon still remains. Finally, at number 1, Venom takes control of the coast. This missile entered service in 2025 with Royal Navy Wildcats. It was built for crowded and confusing waters, where threats hide in plain sight, and decisions must be precise. Venom gives sailors control in tight coastal zones. Small boats and fast targets can no longer slip away. The pilot stays connected during the strike. That connection changes outcomes, because guidance is human. From British shores to deep oceans, this shield now stands. Digital systems and energy weapons guard every domain. That 10-pound laser shot was only the start. So ask this, is smart power the new superpower? Britain's hidden arsenal is now visible, and global balance has shifted. In 2025, technology decides power, not just troop numbers. Understanding these systems shows who truly leads modern warfare. If you want updates on Britain's military tech rise, subscribe now. Which of these 15 weapons do you think worries the US most? Share your thoughts in the comments below.